Now, it's been a few weeks that PDrip has been launched, and we've talked about it in a couple of videos. And honestly, I couldn't be happier being in this project, right? Because what the team has been doing is truly remarkable in terms of sustaining the price. Now, if you guys have not noticed in the last couple of weeks, well, actually, last couple of days, there's a lot of projects that are launching, whether on Pulse Chain or based that I know of. I'm not sure if there's others that I'm not familiar with, but there's a lot of these projects that are just disappearing. Like within a couple days, the liquidity gets drained right away. Just recently, a couple days ago, I was in a project that I'm not going to name right here because I don't want to talk about it. Everything seemed to be super cool, super chill, but I lost a few $100 because there was errors in the contract, which allowed people to liquidate the contract. And hopefully we are going to be getting some airdrops because there is a snapshot that was taken and it's going to hopefully be resolved. All this to say, PDrip has been doing some remarkable work. They've been talking to the community. They've been making sure that the project is sustainable, and they're trying to figure out where the holes are that make the investors want to claim on a daily basis, and they're filling those holes, right? So if we look over here, we can see that the price of PDrip is still sitting at $12.43. So after a few weeks of launching, and to go from a price of $2 in pre-sale all the way to 60 and not dump all the way to $1 is a freaking beautiful thing. I love it. And the primary reason I think why people have not claimed it all the way down is because they've implemented a tokenomic where if you claim on a daily basis, it's going to actually lower the amount of PDrip in your deposits. Let me show you guys exactly what that means, right? So if you guys see over here, my total locked PDrip right now is 160 PDrip. All right. So when I first got in, I had 150 tokens that I deposited into my faucet. After taxes, which is 10%, I ended up with 135, right? So I compounded a couple days, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to take back my ROI while the price is high. So I claimed maybe 5 days while the price was ranging between $50 all the way to $35, somewhere in that range. So I claimed my ROI, and then I've been compounding every single day, except one day last week I claimed to keep that on the side. So I claim my ROI. I feel like that's one thing that everybody should focus on, no matter what project you're in, no matter what community you want to be loyal to. You should always ROI your investment because you never know all the different bad actors that are in a community. They can just drain it from one day to the other. You never know. Like, this is crypto and DeFi. Think of your ROI first before anything else. So the mechanic they've implemented here is that you have 160 token in your faucet. If you claim right now 2 tokens from the daily earnings that you're getting, it's actually lowering those 2 tokens from your deposit. So you're ending up with 158 instead of 162, right? Or instead of remaining at 160, instead of going down to 158, you're going to take your 2 PDrip, and then you're going to remain at 160. That's going to incentivize people not to always take their 1% from that same amount. It's always going to be from a lower and lower and lower amount, which is going to incentivize big players in the game not to claim on a daily basis and to focus on compounding more than they're claiming, which is genius in my opinion. That's one of the mechanics that's allowing people to come back to the protocol and compound more so than claim, because they know that if they want to keep getting that money, then they have to compound. So I think that's a beautiful thing. Now, leaving all this aside, one thing I wanted to focus on today is the garden. All right, so the garden, I told you guys about it last time. I love the garden, and we looked at the docs, but I'm going to go over that very, very briefly just so that you guys are aware of the basics of those docs. But essentially, you earn 1.5% daily return on your deposit, up to 300% return. When you deposit your tokens, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you get back what you put in, so that's always good, at a rate of 1.5% per day, because your principal is going to be locked in the contract, right? You're not going to be able to take it back. So you're going to be taking it back in a form of ROI on a daily basis. Now, there is a 10% tax on all the deposits, and that goes back to 7% buying back PDrip and 3% to the referral commissions, right? So 7% to buy back PDrip is another mechanic which is so good, that's allowing people to go in the garden and utilize that 7% to help the faucet contract as a whole and help the token PDrip. If you ask me, that's actually a very good thing, because it's going to incentivize people to that are in the faucet to shill their garden as well, or have a position in the garden, because that's also going to help build their bags. It's very cool. I think it's a mechanic that not a lot of people have thought of, but is something that's very needed. And I think it's helping to make the garden and the whole protocol very sustainable. Now, the one thing that I feel like they've done that is so genius and so out of the box, and they're not shoving it in your face, but it's actually something that is going to help them in the long run. They've added multiple gardens that incentivize different communities to come and stake their tokens on the platform. Now, they have the PDrip LP, they have the PLS native from the blockchain, native token from the blockchain. But what you guys notice as well is they have PDI, right? So it's a huge community, the PDI community. They want to get that price pegged by the bull run. I really hope we're going to get $1 PDI, because whoever has PDI in their bag for the bull run is going to be very, very happy. Not financial advice, but I mean, these small communities, as time go on, could build into something very beautiful. So I usually suggest people that are interested in these kind of degen moves to get in while the price is beautiful and low, right? Because that way you can build a bag very quickly and at an efficient price. And the best strategy in that case would be to DCA your position in. That way you're not putting $1,000 at one single position. If the price goes down, you lower your initial investment, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you have the PDI community, you have the general communities here, the PulseX, Hex, and PWBTC. But then if you go a bit lower, the latest they've added is Teddy Bear. Now, if you guys don't know Teddy Bear, there's so many conspiracy theories going on out there, but Teddy Bear is one of those tokens that is considered like a meme token on Pulse Chain that could do crazy, crazy numbers because it has similar circulating supply as Shiba Inu. And if you guys know Shiba Inu, it made many, many millionaires. People have, retired from Shiba Inu. Allowing people that accumulate from such a huge community like Teddy Bear and then stake their tokens in here in the garden and earn 1.5% on that investment is such a smart move, because they're attracting different communities without shoving it in their face. You guys should come to PDrip. They're just saying, we have that liquidity pool on our garden. If you would like to deposit some funds here, you can earn an interest on that, and you can claim it or you can compound it, I feel like it's such a smart move. And if you don't know exactly what Teddy Bear is, look at that chart, guys. Look at that chart. I mean, over the last 24 hours, I woke up this morning and I was speaking to L7, and he goes, did you get into Teddy? Because it did a 50% increase overnight, right? I mean, you guys can see it launched the end of August, and the numbers it did was crazy. And a lot of people made a lot of money from this, but it's still so early. I didn't buy in yet, but I'm definitely going to buy in, because you never know. You never know. Just keep yourself a bag on the side, and if anything, just stake it in the Pulse Garden, and it's going to eventually make up a decent position in the bull run, right? Now, you guys might not know, because I discussed this on Twitter, but I created myself a bull run wallet. Now, this bull run wallet is going to be a wallet that I'm going to use to DCA my position slowly up until the Bitcoin halving. In 2024, I'm going to really focus on building that bag. This $23 here is going to be in the thousands, hopefully, in the bull run. I don't know, guys. I feel like if you want to build a good position for a bull run, you should focus on not only getting the blue chips and the altcoins that are very popular, because it's hard to do crazy X's on those tokens depending on the price. But you should also get some meme tokens, man, because meme tokens you can get in cheap. But if you find the right one and it hits, like Teddy, I don't know, man. Teddy might be the one. Teddy might be the one. Those tokens could be crazy. All right. If you guys want to get a bit more information on how the Teddy works, how it's intertwined with PDI, how it's intertwined in the Atropa ecosystem, just join the Moonshot Max Gems Telegram page. I mean, everybody over there is talking about it. Join the Teddy Telegram, and then join the PDI Telegram, because those telegrams are where all the information is at. Now, I told you guys I haven't jumped in here because it did such a good run up. I mean, if we look at the last 24 hours, it did 7%. It did such a good run up that I feel like there's going to be some pullback, and I'm going to jump in at that pullback and hopefully get a better price coming in. And yeah, if you guys are interested in this and if you want me to cover it a bit more, I can do a separate video. That's going to be its own thing. But anyways, this is all to say that allowing people from different communities to know that you're able to stake and earn from your tokens in that community, because people can buy like $1,000 worth of Teddy, right? What am I going to do with it? Let me just shove it into this Pulse Garden, earn from it 1.5% a day, and maybe make good bread in the bull run, right? So you never know. So yeah, I mean, all this to say, guys, if you have not gone into PDrip, it's a very good project. I mean, the devs are very transparent. They've done everything correctly so far. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's been a very good move for me so far. I mean, just the pre-sale we did at 28 to 32x. So if you guys want to join a team, my link is in the description, but you don't have to. I mean, I'm not shilling that team too much. I am going to be doing some airdrops, so watch out for that if you are on my team. If you have any questions on anything discussed today, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.